Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey everyone, what's up? What's going on? Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I hope you guys are not dealing with too much bad weather out there. I know over the last few weeks, some places who has never received snow has been getting snow. And you know, up here in the Midwest, we used to that. Okay, we used to the white stuff, the fluffy stuff, the icy stuff. But then there's still, I hear there's still some fires out west, you know, down there in Cali. So I just hope that everybody is safe and been having a good weekend. But what's up? Come on in. Make sure you like and share this video. I'm not going to be before you long. I just wanted to talk a little bit about one of my favorite shows. Well, a show that has become my favorite show over the past few seasons. And I was so excited when I heard that season 3 had came out. And I literally just found this episode of season 1 was December of 2021. The last episode of season 2 was February of 2023. So it's literally been 2 years since we seen this show. And I didn't even think, I was like, I know they had got, you know, the red light or the green light, I should say, for season 3, but it's kind of just like P-Valley. Like, is it ever going to come back? I don't know about P-Valley, but one thing for sure, we got several characters from P-Valley now on Harlem. Okay. Now, you know, we have Ian. Okay, Ian. You know, Ian. I really like Ian. I don't know. It's something about him, you know, a little bright skin, you know, something about him. You know, he played on my favorite show. Well, one of my favorite shows of Tyler Perry, even though a lot of people thought that show was kind of like, I don't know, corny like, but I really did enjoy him on that show. And basically that show lasted what? 7 seasons? I think it was 7 seasons. And as far as another new character, we have from P-Valley. Now this character, she actually, I think, is going to become Ty's boo or her lover. I don't know. We're going to discuss that too. But I was really quite surprised to see some of the characters that are in the season so far. We are going to get like 5 more guest appearances before this season is over. But as far as the season right now, we got episode 1 out the way. We got episode 2 out the way. But Gail Bean, she's here from P-Valley. We got Logan Browning. She is so very beautiful. And she is actually Ian's new and old love interest. And I didn't think that they were that involved before because I don't know. I thought that was just somebody he was cool with when he was younger. It was just a little thing, you know, a little fling, a little fly by night. But the way he making it sound in this last episode, like, I don't know, he's deeply in love with her, you know, it's his first love or his, you know, whatever. But anyway, she's in it. And Logan Browning, she's from she played in a lot of things, but she's from Dear White People, that show. And also what's his name? Kofi. Ooh wee. Kofi. Ooh, that chocolate, man. That man, ooh, all that chocolateness, all that Hershey. He's of course, from Queen Sugar. He's, of course, from Queen Sugar. So he made an appearance. Okay. So we got all these new characters, and we're supposed to be getting more characters, like I said, over this third season. But yeah, Tyler Lepley, I can't never say his last name right. Lepley, I think it is. But he's the one who played in the Tyler Perry show. And he's played in other things too. But he played in the haves and the have-nots, which I said was Tyler Perry. And it's more of Oprah Winfrey, right? It's Tyler Perry, but it was on the Oprah Winfrey Network, I believe. But anyway, he played Benny. He played Benny on the Have and Have Nots. And I really did like his character on that show. So as far as on this show, I've been enjoying his character as well. But I really did think that he was about to get back with old girl. The season started off, season 3. Like, how some people are when they get comfortable with somebody and they break up and they know it's not going to work out at all, they still try to hold on to that relationship, right? They still try to hold on to that relationship, and not to be like in a relationship per se, but it's so much easier. It's so much easier to just keep having relations with somebody you're really familiar with. And that seems to be the case for one of them at least, but not Ian. Okay? Camille and Ian, they was on 2 different pages. They both enjoy still being with each other. They both still have love for each other. I really do think, and I could be reaching out on a limb, but I really do think things is going to come around in the end. I don't know how many seasons this show is going to go, but I have a big feeling that it's going to come back around, and them two are going to be together in the end. Now, y'all can tell me what y'all think. Y'all can tell me about that. Yes, 7. It is. It is. That's what people keep comparing it to. Like, they compare it to different things, like Sex in the City. They compare it to like Girlfriends. They compare it to like Girls Trip. They compare it to all these different shows, but Sex in the City is about as close as I would put it. And what up, Trey? How you doing? You said his acting is bad. You know what? Don't get on my Benny. Don't get on my Benny. I don't know. I like him. For some reason, I really did like him in that Tyler Perry show. But you said Camille doesn't know what she wants, and it's so frustrating to watch. Camille, she knows what she wants. She wants him. She just didn't expect that he would be with somebody else. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's a female thing. And I don't want to say that, because some guys feel like that too. They feel like, oh, she ain't gonna never get on me. She ain't gonna find nobody better than me. Then she gonna be single forever, and it's gonna dry up and grow cobwebs and all that stuff before anybody else hit that spot. Some people feel like that with the person that they with. And I think she really felt like she didn't want to move on. She thought he would always be there. And even though they didn't have the title of girlfriend, boyfriend anymore or whatever, that he was always going to be there regardless. And I think the first time I heard, was it the end of the last episode? When remember when they was in bed and he was telling her he got a thing to do or he got somebody to see, and you could see that little jealousy kick in right there. She was like, who are these people you're going to see? And he was like, I thought we wasn't going to get into this. And she was like, well, we don't have to get into all the particulars. She should have knew right then. She should have knew right then. But I guess she thought that whoever it was with, that it wasn't that serious. Boy, was she wrong. The whole time she was being wrong, he was over there with another woman. And it sounded like they got a possibility to have like 4, 5 kids. Who was that at the beginning of the show that said, that was Pete? Dude got babies on top of babies. Can you believe they got all them? When I heard that, I was like, wait a minute. You mean when y'all was together, y'all put all that up, it froze all them? Child, ain't no telling how it was so funny because when that scene first happened and they were talking about, oh, they was talking about no, not 1, 2, 3, 4 babies. I was like, hold up, don't tell me this bitch about to have quadruple. What? I thought she was already pregnant at first, and then they start talking about, the frozen eggs and the frozen whatever embryos or whatever it is. I don't know what they call it. But anyway, I was like, oh, okay. Child. You said Megan is Carrie, the light-skinned lady is Charlotte. Seven. Seven, you just had to use the D word. You said Ty is Miranda. I'm gonna say Ty. Ty is Miranda. In the dark. Oh, I love her though. I like all their characters. And if you want to hit the link, if anybody wants to join me for the review. But I like all the characters. I think my favorite character though, I think Angie. I really do think Angie is my favorite character. The one that you compare to Samantha. I think that really is my favorite character. I don't know if it's because she's so free and so lighthearted and I don't know. I don't know. It's her air, her persona she puts on. I don't know what it is, but she just I don't know. I'm trying to put it in words. She's one of those type of people who just lives life to the fullest, it seems to me. Yes, she has like issues, like they all got issues. They all get into some messiness. They all be having drama here and there. But I don't know. I really like her character. Quinn, she's kind of growing on me. But my favorite, I would say, from the top down, would probably be I think Camille would probably be second. But I think Angie, Camille, Ty, and then Quinn in that order. But Quinn, whoo-wee. The man that she got now. Okay, I'm gonna talk a little bit about each of these little relationships. As far as Ty, y'all know Ty, she was in a relationship with a older woman. Then she cheated on her with the lady's daughter, and she found out that was her daughter, and she was like, oh, whatever. So that ended, right? And she's had some situations in the past where she had a lot of drama in her relationships, and I think she's trying to, I don't know, I think she's trying to go a different direction. And even the new lady from P Valley, she is now in the show. And while they were sitting there drinking drinks or having drinks, she was, telling her, I apologize for flirting with you. I'm not really supposed to do that on my job. You know how people don't want to mix work with pleasure, things like that. And Ty was trying to tell her, be easy. Okay, I was feeling what you was feeling, but I don't know if you want to cross over that line with me, because basically she was saying, I'm messy. I'm messy. I'm a cheater. I sleep with mamas and daughters. But I think that she don't mind. I think that she's probably up for the test. And she told her, you don't have to be messy. Just stop being so messy, child. We talking to Ty. We talking about Ty, right? Her middle name should be Messy, okay? And Drama. That's what her middle name should be. Let me read some more of your comments. Trey said, but Ian wasn't like that. He was going to get married. Yes, he was going to get married. And actually, she came back, and then he wanted to have kids with her. She didn't want to have kids. So then they broke up again. And then he met old girl. What's her name? What is her character name? I know her real name, but what is her character name? Let me go back to my notes. Okay, Logan Brownie. That's her real name. But in the show, let's see. Let me see if I can find out, because I can't remember her show name. Anyway, I'm going to call her Logan for right now because I can't remember her show name. But anyway, now she's back in the picture. He always wanted to have kids, They're going to get married. This is the plans, have children. And now Camille is pregnant. And now she decides that she want to keep the baby. While he was sitting there deciding how many of those embryos they gonna implant or whatever. I don't know how they do it, with a turkey base. I don't know how they do it. But while they was sitting there deciding how many kids they could possibly have, she texts him and says, "Congratulations, Daddy. I decided to keep the baby." So, y'all let me know which direction y'all think this is going to go. Because he promises to remain in her life. He promises to take care of the baby. He promises that. But you know how it could go. It all sounds good. Hey, I didn't have that situation happen to me. Of course, my son's father was there. School, sports, whatever, birthdays, graduations, whatever. But it's not the same as being in the same house with mom and dad, both jointly 100% taking care of the child. Okay? And now we have another lady in the picture. We don't know how this is going to work out for Ian either, because she might not want him to have a baby mama. Okay? I don't think she looks like the type of person who would want him to have a baby mama, to be honest. And we really just really getting to know her. And we really don't even know that much about her yet. But she looks like that would be a problem. Like Camille would definitely be a problem for him. So I'm looking forward to seeing which direction this is going to go in their relationship, more so than Camille. Because like I said, I have a big feeling I think they're going to end up back together. Or maybe possibly just sleeping together. Because their chemistry is just still so strong. That's why they were sleeping together after they done broke up like 2-3 times a day. And then he hooked up with Logan. Okay. I really need to find out who this girl's, what her, let me see. Hold on. I'm going to stop calling her Logan. Hold on. Damn, they got a high-speed chase going on outside. Wow. Okay. Logan, here she is. Okay. Oh, yeah. Please make sure you guys like and share the video. Thank you so very much. But somebody in the chat, I'm not looking at the chat right now, but somebody in the chat said this is the last season. Is that true? Please say it ain't so. Okay. All right. Okay, here it is. She's so cute. Okay, Gail. Here it is. Okay, so Gail is the one who's with Ty. Gail is the one with Ty. That's her real name, Gail. Now Logan and Gail is Ty's love interest. Yep. And Logan. Hold up. They are trying to create a Big and Carrie. Oh, a Big and Carrie. Oh yeah, Big Daddy. They are trying to create a Big and Carrie situation with Megan and Tyler. I got you. I'm just trying to go back and read some of y'all comments. And Peak, if you still here, if you in the clouds, I just want to make sure that I actually understood your comment, because what I think you're talking about is all them embryos that Ian and his new woman made, his old and new woman. I think that's what you're referring to. But okay. Okay, here it is. Okay, so Portia, that's her name, Portia. I don't know why I forgot that name. Okay, so Portia is Ian's girl, right? So these are the new people. So we got Quinn. She is now with Seth. The one from Queen Sugar. Mm-hmm. Ty is with Gail. Ian is with Portia. Okay. And Camille is with a baby. That's the only person who she's with right now. And then, of course, we have the one that Seven was talking about. We got Angie. Angie. Now, Angie and her relationship. I don't know how I feel about her fiance. I don't know how to feel about her fiance. He's giving off these vibes like it seems like he's giving out these red flags to me that she's not seeing. Now I could be wrong, but he seems to be giving out some red flags to me. What up, Room Shaker? How you doing, boo? How you doing? Make sure you guys like and share the video. But yeah, her man seems to be giving out some red flags to me. For one, why does he want to get married so fast? He wants to get married so fast. He's talking about, New York, they have all these weddings. They're booked for years. All these, these places where we can have the events, and they book for years, and we need to try to. He's trying to rush her to get married. She don't want to rush and get married. Then he talking about all we need is a few people. Like he'd rather just take her down to the courthouse and marry her, and then run off and have some babies. He want her like knocked up within the next month. It seemed like. Don't that seem kind of odd? It seems really odd. And she just got a position, a part in a Broadway play, Girls Trip, the Broadway play, which is like something along her career dreams. She's like moving on up in her career. She ain't there yet. And she doesn't want to have kids until she's there, till she's at that point where she feels like she has achieved everything she wanted to achieve and got enough money to take care of a baby. Even though he's trying to tell her, well, you got me, I'm here. I'll be here the whole time and woo woo woo. But what happens every time we turn around? He's gone. He got to run off somewhere. Business, 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 business. But he's trying to convince her that he's going to be there for her when they have children. Now, I don't think she does not believe that. She's just not ready for children. She's not ready to get married. And as far as him talking about you can have a little wedding, we don't need nothing big, nothing like that. He's like 20 people. She got more than that in her immediate family. Then her friends, she talking about I want my cousins, my first, seconds, and thirds, all my homegirls, okay? She's like, I want all my homegirls, Ty, Quinn, Camille. I want everybody there. 20 people. And then when he said, we can start having kids right away, that don't sound, it sounds a little fishy to me. And again, the red flags are there for me. Now, I don't know when she's going to start seeing them. Maybe her homegirls will start seeing them first. And maybe they'll, give her a hint or two. But it's something about him besides his hairdo. Yeah, I said hairdo. Because I don't know what he got going on. That's like a Bobby Brown fail. What was that haircut? What was that hairstyle that Bobby Brown wore? Okay. What was it called? A lot of guys tried to get that haircut back in the day. Was it Gumby? Is that what it's called? I don't know what it's like a Gumby going wrong. I don't know what the hell he got going on with his hair. But besides the hair fail, I do think that something is definitely up with him. I don't trust him. I really don't trust him. So that's all I got to say about their situation right now, because I'm just going to keep watching. I have a feeling that they will not be together long. I have a feeling as far as that. Now, as far as as far as Quinn, and her new love interest. Oh, he's so fine. Ooh, he's so fine. But anyway, as far as those two, I do think that that might turn into something really great. I don't know. They look good together. They really look good together. But I don't want to say I'm kind of scared about that incident that happened after they, first time they had sex, because he did kind of get upset, when he was upset about his clothes, his outfits for the Epsies. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. She was like, Quinn was like, oh, maybe somebody needs some space. Maybe somebody needs, and he was like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm just like, this lady, she takes care of my clothes. She does my wardrobe. My clothes supposed to be here. My clothes is lost. My outfit, my wardrobe, whatever. And then after she hooked him up, after Quinn hooked him up, because, she's a stylist and she's a designer. He was like, this is my new designer. He basically announced it nationwide, while he was walking the red carpet or whatever it was. And he was like, this is my new designer. So the old one is fired, obviously. But I don't know. It was something about, I ain't said he was giving off woman beater, abuser, domestic violence. I'm not saying that, but I don't know. I got my eyes on. I got my eyes on that. But they do look good together. As far as that, they do look good together. So I don't know, but with his caliber, where he's at in his career compared to where she is in his career, she's making money. She's making money. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I don't know. I just got to see how this is going to work out. So I'm interested in seeing how far their relationship is going to go, or if this is going to be some just wham bam, whatever, it didn't work out. Oh well, you know what I'm saying. Let's see. As far as let's see. Did I say everything I want to say about Camille? And Ian, I think so. Okay, I told you I was gonna be before y'all long. I literally just got off a 12-hour shift, so I'm just trying to get this live in, talk to y'all real quick so I can sit back and unwind for the rest of the evening. And then I got to get back over there to Big Brenda, because she had what was it, a high heel challenge? High heels or stiletto or something like that Big Brenda got over there on her channel. So I'm going to have to go over there and watch that, because she had like 600 some people over there. So it must have been really good. But anywho, so let's get back to Ty. Okay, I like Ty. I really do like Ty. Ty, she's Seven called her the D word. Y'all know I don't like saying the D word. But she's a lesbian. And she's more of the what would you call it? Like the man, the more masculine of the relationship. I don't know what it's called. I don't know all the lingo. Okay, to lesbian relationships and things like that. But I like her a lot, and I really would love to see her like really settle back down with somebody she really, really has a strong interest in. Fall in love and be with one person, not be all over here like like guys do, over here, all these different love interests, sleeping with anybody and everybody. I would really love to see her really, really happy with one person. I don't know if this particular person, the girl from P Valley, is the one. I don't know, but they vibes between each other was really, really strong. They seem to really have a connection. But then we also have that work thing. How they say don't child, don't sleep where you shit. Is that what they call it? Don't sleep where you shit. That's what they. A lot of people don't like to mix that pleasure with business. I don't. I did it once. I told y'all that story before. I have a son and a grandbaby from that story, from that bed. And I was like, it can be hard when you're working together, because when it don't work and you still have to go to work and you still have to see that person at work. Oh my God. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Especially when you guys start moving on. You mess with somebody else, they mess with somebody else, and y'all still got to see each other. And it's a lot. It's a lot. I did it then. I've never done it again. And my child is grown with his own baby. That tells you how long. I've never did it again. I will never, ever, ever mess with anybody I work with. So that could be an issue there. That could be an issue. But it's not like they work together. They're like in business together. So that could mean a difference right there. But as far as like being in the same office, clocking in, going home, all that kind of stuff, with each other all day, the relationship outside. I don't know. But I don't know. I just really want to see her happy. I just want to see her settle down and be with one woman, not mother and daughters, not friends, not sisters. Just have one woman, one female. So that's what I'm looking forward to. As far as Camille and Ian, I really would love to see them back together. As I said before, somebody said this is the last season. If this is the last season, I would love to see them back together. Now, Ian does seem like the kind of person who would really be a great father, though. He's always wanted to have kids. We know that. So whether he is with Camille or whether he stays with Portia and they use them embryos and have all them babies, I don't know how many, because when you do that, you can come out of there with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 babies. And I think they have like 5 frozen. So if they put them all in there, ain't no telling. And that's why at the beginning of the show, when Peak said, dude got babies on top of babies, what if she do have like 4 or 3 and get pregnant? And then he got this one. And how is he going to break this to Portia? It has to happen on the next show. It has to happen for him to break this to Portia and let her know that he got a baby mama. And then Camille, her fears of failing as a parent. Her mother is so wow. Her mother's a lot. She's a lot. She has like, mental problems. She the way she raised Camille, she wasn't like I don't want to say she was a horrible parent, but she messed up in a lot of areas and she dropped the ball in a lot of areas where it comes to Camille. Camille is a great person. She turned out to be a wonderful woman, great career, great friend. But she's kind of fearful that she might get traits from her mother or that her child might get traits from her mother. And her mother, when she was talking to her and telling her that she was pregnant, like her mother's mind, she don't even be listening. She was just like talking to other people. Oh, you're pregnant? Okay, well, can I knit some booties? Can I make some booties? Can I make some hats? Can I make a blanket? Camille was like, did you hear what I said? I'm pregnant. You're just asking me, can you knit some booties? Like, what about congratulations, daughter? When are you due? Do you know if it's a boy or girl? Are you going to keep it? Are you happy? Are you not happy? It's none of that. They don't have that mother-daughter relationship. And I think that's why she takes so much to the Whoopi character. I really think that's why she takes so much to her. And when Whoopi finally told her this episode that she was wrong about her, or was it the last episode? It was either this one or the last one, but she told her that she was wrong about her. And she started crying and she was hugging on her, the Dr. Elise, that's her name, Whoopi, Dr. Elise. She said, I was wrong about you. I do apologize. And I don't know, I think she's kind of sees her kind of as a mother figure. She told her that she'll never get rid of her, even though she's leaving the school. She'll never get rid of her. And I think they are going to start having some type of mother. I do. I really think they are. And I think she's going to come to her probably the next episode to the professor and be like, I'm pregnant, whatever, my career, because, child, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I like Whoopi. I like Whoopi's character on here. I've always loved Whoopi. She just rocks every character. It don't matter. TV show, comedy, movie, play. Whoopi just always does her thing no matter what role they give her. So I am enjoying the Whoopi character as well. But that's about all I got, you guys, on this episode. It was actually a combination of season 3, episode 1 and 2. Let me see. When does the next one come on? 1 second. Let me see. Okay, season. I thought I had my. Hold up. I thought I had it pulled up. Season 3, Harlem. Okay. So season 3 is going to be today's the 25th. Okay, season 3, episode 3 is going to be January 30th. So we got 5 more days to episode 3. And it looks like it's only going up to episode 6. That can't be right. 6 episodes. See, the first season was 10 episodes. The second season was 8 episodes. And now the third season, they showing 6 episodes. Child, they really trying to get rid of our show. They really trying to get rid of our show. I hate that. I really hate when I fall in love with a show and it's only here for a season or 2. I really hate that. But hey, it is what it is, child. We gotta enjoy them while we can. We don't get that good TV like back in the gap, right? Those good TV shows, those good cartoons. We don't get that anymore. It's just like here and there, here and there. And that's why a lot of times I'll be all over the place. Netflix, Hulu, Prime, Paramount, Max, Star. Sometimes I'll be just roaming the TV, just looking. And I just can't find anything I want to watch. But let me tell y'all, don't ever say I did not get, y'all know I recommend TV shows every now and again. Don't never say I didn't recommend anything good for you, okay? At least not this month. There's a show. Ooh, 7. 7 might not be in here. 7? I got to give credit where credit is due. 7, I saw her comment in Olivia's chat, I think this morning. And 7 had recommended On Call on Prime, on Amazon Prime. And when I saw it, I was working and watching Olivia at the same time. And I was also looking for something to watch while I was working. And so 7, she had said On Call. And Olivia was like, okay, On Call. And 7 said, it's really good. It's a really good show. And so I was like, okay, let me look it up. I looked it up and it was like a TV. It's like one of those crime drama shows. It's like, it's okay. The main character, he's a guy and he's a rookie. So he's fresh out of the police academy or whatever. He's still on the job training. And his trainer is this white lady who's a little bit older than him. And she lost someone really, really close to her on the police department or on the, on their force. And she's trying to keep him from losing his life the same way somebody else she had trained in the past. Hey, 7, did you hear me? Your girl just gave you credit for On Call. Because I'm telling you, 7, when you referred that this morning to Olivia's, I was working. I had started working at 7 this morning, and I was looking for something to watch while I was working. And so you had mentioned On Call in her chat, and I was like, okay, let me check that out. And I went to it. Girl, why I binge watched that whole thing while I was working? But I was like, damn, the episodes was only like 30 minutes. And I think it was 8 episodes. So it didn't take me too long, but I was so mad because it was over. I was like, I binge watched the whole series, girl. Yes, I did while I was working. And it was so good. It was so good. I was like, oh my God. I can't wait to see. It just started. So I'm like, season 2 probably a whole nother year from now. But yeah, I'm going to have to watch that again. But I'm going to have to go through that again. But that was really good. So I'm going to recommend that show that 7 recommended in Olivia's chat this morning. It's called On Call. And it's 8 episodes. They're like 30 minutes each. So the episodes aren't too long. And it's based in Long Beach, California. LBC is based in Cali. And it's really, really good. And it deals with crime, gangs, police, drugs, just different things like that. It's really good. It's really good. It's a TV crime drama series, something like that. But yeah, it was really good. You said you're coming up? Yes. I was like, oh my God. I could not believe. And see, I know I have a friend who when she finds a good TV show, she literally will not watch any of them until the end of the season. And I'm like, how do you do that? How can you wait? Hey, Seven.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, girl. Like, how do
So
people wait to watch a whole season at the end? I cannot do that.
no, but surprisingly, like a lot of those shows, like okay, so that was really good. Another thing that I really enjoyed on Prime was um Cruel Intentions, but it's like a new cast, new season.
Oh, I
So
remember that.
no, Cruel Intentions was pretty good.
Mhm.
That's about it. Okay, so you have Netflix, right?
Right. Hmm.
Did you watch Rebel Ridge?
Oh, God. Why does it sound familiar? Let me look it
No,
up.
you
Oh,
no, because if you watched it, you would have been like, yeah, girls. Okay, so look, the first thing you need to watch when you get a chance is Rebel Ridge. It's not a series, it's a movie. But when I tell you, okay, this story is actually really good. What this centers around is something called civil asset forfeiture. Have you heard of that?
yeah. I really do think I watched that show, but sometimes I watch too many shows and I forget it. But the guy in it, he got some really light eyes, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Yep. I
That's
watched it.
the one all the girls is going crazy over right now. So
Mm.
yeah. Yeah, no, that was really good. And then today I watched Back in Action with Cameron Diaz and Jamie Foxx. That was
Oh
pretty
my
good too.
God, that was so good. But you know what?
Yeah.
It was kind of weird because I was like, this is the movie he got sick on. You
Oh,
know?
was it?
Yes. That was the movie
No,
they
I
were
thought he
filming.
went okay, because I thought he went to a party and then something happened and then he got
No, he was
sick.
on set. He was on set when he got sick. Yep. They were in the middle of filming a movie. Yep.
Oh, that's crazy. So this was a while ago.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't even know that they had finished it or anything. So when it came out, I was like, yes. Because I love Jamie. Mm-mm.
I love me some Jamie too. Like to be honest with you, he is like the most effortlessly funny person in Hollywood.
True. I
like
absolutely agree. Mm-hmm.
his talent is unmatched. Like he's like one of the greats as far as I'm concerned.
And that's for his acting, his being a comedian, and his singing. It's like
Yeah.
everything.
No,
Yeah.
like you've excelled, like you've mastered all three of those. Like you really are a triple threat. Like some people, like take Beyonce for example. I think she can sing. I think she can put on a great performance, but she ain't no actress. Okay.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
When I
Mm-mm.
tell you that heifer got paid $2 million to say all of four lines in Mufasa,
Really?
that heifer
I didn't
said
know
four
that.
lines. She had in the beginning, she was like, I'm here, Simba. I'm here. And then at the end, she was talking to Nala. She was like, I'm here, baby. I'm here. That's all she said throughout the whole movie. Got paid $2
$2 million.
million. Okay. I said, I'm in the wrong goddamn business.
No, her voice ain't even up. Come on now. They couldn't find nobody else to do it for cheaper.
Bruh, she not even an actress. I was mad when they made her Nala the first time around because I was like, this is so annoying. But whoever played Nala in the original, they should have had somebody like that. You know what I mean? They brought B. I'm like, oh my God, she's not an actress. We'll go and see her do anything else, just not act. Like,
Yeah, she can definitely put on a show, and I have yet to even go to a show. And no shade, but I like Beyonce, but I never like some of these people just like her, like they idol her. I've never had that ever
right.
since they broke up from the group. I just didn't have much interest in her after that.
Well,
Mm.
I feel the same way. It's like I can appreciate her because she is literally one of the hardest working women in show business.
Right, right.
That's a fact. But no, I don't idolize her either. And the pandemonium and the fanatics, like I just don't understand it. But it's not for me to understand. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's not for me either. I mean, I never had her CD, and I had all of the CDs when they was together, all of them. But after that, I was like, child.
But I feel like Beyonce knows these things about herself. She's very self-aware. She knows that she has to put on a great performance, because if you actually sat and tried to listen to a Beyonce album, you would be bored out of your mind. You need the visuals. That's why they're always like, where's the visual album?
Yep.
She requires that. She's not a Christina Aguilera where like her singing will damn near bring you to tears. Like her singing
that from her. She never made me feel emotional. Now, when it was with Destiny, I mean, they got the roller coaster songs, the emotional songs, the happy songs, but I never got that from any of her. Matter of fact, anytime she came out with something, I might have liked one or two songs, maybe on the album.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe it's something wrong with me, because there's people out here like, yeah, they left arm for Beyonce. I'm like,
yeah, but they say they put a lot of like witchcraft and stuff in that. So if you are not susceptible to that, you should be thanking you're thanking your God from up above, because he's really protecting you. Because the way some of these people are so enthralled in her music, and you have to understand there's a lot of sheep out here too. So it's probably not even that they really enjoy her music. They're just following the next person. You know what I mean?
Right. The trend. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah. Wait. Oh, okay. I thought, but yeah. That was really good. Rebel Ridge was good. Okay. So when you get a chance, this is going to start off a little slow. Well, actually, it's not slow, but there's this show on Hulu. It's called Tell Me Lies. Remember that, okay?
Okay, I'm looking it up now. Tell Me Lies.
We just finished season 2, I believe. That show is going to F you up. It's like a college, it's like a college type of situation. Like these kids are in college and stuff. But the point I'm trying to make is there's this guy in the show. His name is supposed to be Steven, right? When I tell you this dude is so manipulative, and I'm not talking like, oh, he manipulates all these women and we can see through it. Like, he's like a master manipulator, the way he manipulates all these women into doing what he wants. I'm telling you, when you see that show, you are going to thank me later and you're going to want to talk about it. That's all I'm going to say.
And they're all in college? So he's like swaying all these females in college?
Well, here, no, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but yeah, it's based in college, but it's like a flashback.
Oh, okay.
See, yeah, it's like a flashback. So they're in like present time, but they're flashing back to like the college days of like what transpired, and then it's going forward. Like, I'm telling you, that TV show is so goddamn good. When I tell you, we was talking about it all on Twitter. It's called Tell Me Lies. It is so underrated.
And they're on season 3 right now?
Well, they're on, so season 3, but it's only 2 seasons.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I can get caught up, because especially if it sounds that good. So yeah, I'm looking at it on Wiki right now, because every time somebody tells me something, I literally look it up right away, and I save it on my screen, because I'll forget. I'll be like, dang, what somebody say watch? So yeah, just like when you said that on Olivia, I immediately typed in, okay, on call. And I was like, oh, this looks pretty good.
But you know what happened. So pretty much in the first episode with On Call, that lady rolled up on 2 Hispanic men in Long Beach, right? Mm-hmm. And the girl was sitting in the front seat, but she looked out of it. So she was kind of bantering back and forth with the driver, because I guess she knew him from a previous situation. And she was like, come on, seriously, how old is that girl? And then that's when dude in the back seat shot her. She messed up though, because when she suspected something was wrong, and I'm so glad they said that after, when they were doing the funeral and stuff. Mm-hmm. So they said that's field training 101. If you suspect anything, you supposed to call for backup. Mm-hmm. So she told them fools to get out of the car. She should not have done that. She should have went back to her car, called backup, and then, because the way California works right about now, And I've seen this happen multiple times. If you call back up, 2-3 cars are showing up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just off the rip. 2-3 cars are showing up, and then you're gonna do what you're gonna do. So that dude in the back seat ended up shooting her, leaving her in the street. What tripped me out was how nobody helped her. Like,
I know that guy
that is
was recording it, and did you see the dude with the phone? The blood just gurgling out of her neck. He's just
I was
recording.
like, first of all, that is a woman. Like, nobody's just gonna sit there and let a woman cop. I've seen it to where the women cops be up here tussling and fighting with these big old tall men and stuff, and people will jump in to apprehend his ass. They don't even know what the hell is going on. They just jumping in to apprehend.
That was crazy because it was at least like 30 people out there at the basketball court, and everybody was just watching through the
He
tape.
literally bled to death. Now that scene was crazy. So pretty much what they were doing was they were sex trafficking that girl. So they probably snatched her up off the street, and they was filling her up with probably drugs and stuff. That's why she was out of it like that. Because when she found him in that apartment, it was like 4 dudes up in there, and that's the same girl. She was in the shower. Yep.
That was her. That was really like the way it opened up. That was a good opening scene for me.
It was really good.
You know, it kind of like let you know automatically who they gonna be after. You know how the pace of the show is gonna go. But I just hated that I binge watched it so fast. I'm like, dang, it's over.
No, you can watch it again because I'm sure there's probably some stuff that you missed. I was on my treadmill watching it this morning. I was like, God damn. And the next thing I know, I'm still on the treadmill and 4 goddamn episodes and went past. And I was like, see?
Yep, I do need to watch it again because I was working at the same time. So that's why I was saying earlier, I said, I'll probably go back and watch it again. But it was really good. So I wanted to recommend that one. And matter of fact, I told somebody else this morning, you know, my friend Corio, I told her this morning, because we always be, you know, going back and forth, watch this, watch that. And I told her, I said, you got to watch this show right here. And then she was telling me about another show. But then I told her this show came back on season 3 of Harlem. She's like, I'm going to wait all the way to the end. But I have another homegirl who does that too. But every show she likes, she waits to the end. And then she sits there and get her popcorn and she just binge watch all night. I'm like, I can't do that. I have to watch my shows every week.
Yeah, it depends. It's like if it's a really good show, but even if it's not a really good show, like I don't know. I don't know if people do that so they only have to pay 1 month subscription. You know what I mean? So they wait till the end and then they're like, okay, I'll order it for the month. And then they'll cancel it the next month. Yeah. Because that's what a lot of people do because they, you know, they don't have, you know, Prime readily available. Like, no. But did you peep out? Did you peep out on call? The guy was like, y'all both need to leave $200 each and leave y'all names. Did you see that? No, but when you have like a union job and stuff and something tragic like that happens, like somebody will walk up on you like that and be like, you need to do this.
Everybody needs to donate. Everybody needs to do something. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah, it ain't no, you know, nah, they roll up on you like, bitch, you got the money. You need to do this. You need to do that. Hey, what do you think about all of these? Okay, so I feel like with all of this ICE stuff going on, I feel like a lot of these jobs are about to open up again. And I'm talking like the really good ones. You know what I mean?
I don't. The way this year is already starting off, the changes that's already been made with the equality and all. I don't know. A lot of people are really scared about this upcoming 4 years of, you know, the orange man, as they like to call him. But I don't know.
I mean, they survived the first time around. You know what I mean? I was more scared when Obama was in office because that's when they was killing all the black people.
Yeah, and it's like me, I've never really been into politics. So I'm never the one to just be out here screaming about this and that, that. I just sit back and I just try to just continue doing what I do and trying to better my life. You know what I'm saying? But there are people out there who's really like terrified. And I'm like, Well, each president that I'm in my 40s. Each president that I have went through in life, it ain't like my life has been that big of a change from one to the
Mm-mm.
next. You know what I'm saying? Like the taxes might be a little higher, food might be a little higher, but that really have something to do with the president? No. So I don't know. I just
Yeah, because
sometimes I guess
sometimes
it
it's
just
like
don't
your
matter.
governor, it's
Yeah,
your governor, your mayor. I mean, all of that stuff is a trickle
right,
down.
right. So it's
Oh,
like
can I tell you something real quick when you get your thought out?
yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so listen, I just watched something on YouTube today. Okay.
Uh-huh.
This was like a true crime thing. If you're interested, I will post it on my community wall so you can see it. Okay.
Okay.
But they was interrogating this mama, right? And they found out that the mama, she had a 10-year-old daughter and she had like this son. I can't remember who he was, like 4 or 6, right? So throughout the interrogation, they discover that okay, let me tell you how they even got there. Are you still there?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
Okay, okay.
I'm listening,
So
girl.
no, because I'm still gagged at like this whole thing.
Mhm.
So they get a call to this apartment, or I think it's a house, right? And they respond, and the firefighters go upstairs and they find out that there is a fire, but it's in the bathtub. So they put out the fire, and when they uncover what's in the bathtub, it's like a shocking discovery. It's the body of a 10-year-old little girl, but it's dismembered, right?
Oh wow.
Right. So now they're interviewing the mama. So she's up there with them crocodile tears. She's like, oh, I love my baby, blah, 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 blah. Pretty much the mama let this dude move in with her. And then this guy is a felon. He just got out of jail for like child abuse and all type of stuff, right? He's a straight felon. So she allows him to move into the house. And
Don't tell me
then
it's another night, girl.
shortly after that, the cousin moves in, which is a female cousin of his. Okay. So 2 strangers are in this house with the mama, the little girl, and then the little boy occasionally goes and lives with his dad, but then ends up with the mama sometimes too. Okay. So trying to get to the bottom of what happened to this little girl. Like, why was she dismembered? You know what I mean? Like, why was she, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
They found out because I'm talking like half of the shit, she wouldn't talk about what was really going on. She was saying, oh, the little girl took drugs. They said, we did an autopsy on the little girl, and they let her tell this lie for a long time. They was like, we did an autopsy on her. There was no drugs in her system. So what happened? Okay. They found out that the mama was setting up profiles or setting up something on Plenty of Fish, right? She was inviting men over to the house to sleep with her 10-year-old. So
Mm-mm.
then the coroner, or the guy who did the autopsy, he said, let me say this. She's 10 years old. That girl had an infection. She had an HPV infection, and she's had that infection for quite some time. So that means this been happening. Okay.
Mhm.
So pretty much they ended up doing what they did to the little girl. And in the process of doing it, they ended up strangling her to death. Okay.
Lord.
So she gets strangled to death. They go and cut her up, blah, blah, blah. The mama's sitting up there trying to act like she cares and stuff. Baby, when they got down to it, like the whole sexual, like, that word, essay, excuse me. When they got down to it, they said she was setting up profiles, letting men come in there, hook up with her daughter, hook up with her son. Okay, this little boy, like 4 or 5, like
The
he's young.
son too.
The son too, like so the son would be at his dad's house, but when he would come over there, so she would get money, and then right after the act, she would have sex with them too. So
Oh
she
my
got, so she got off on watching them because they said she watched this go down. She would watch them do what they did to her, and then they would have to sleep with her right afterwards.
Hold on, where did this take place?
This was, hold on.
You definitely got to post this on your wall.
Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. I'm about to put it here. I don't know where.
Substance abuse.
Let me
Oh my
see.
God, that is, oh my God. See, those type of
In
parents.
Texas. This was in Texas. Can you believe that?
See.
Hold on, I'm about to post it right now. Let me see if it'll.
There is a special place in hell.
Hey, but I don't know about Texas.
I don't understand how some people can do such sick acts to children. It's wrong to even do it to adults, but to an innocent child who, how could you look and I could barely spank my doggone kids.
But when I tell you the detective, it was two detectives interviewing her. The one lady, it was like good cop, bad cop, but the lady was like she really gained that woman's trust. But when I tell you the guy cop, he was like, it sounds like what she did, her leaving this earth was easier than living with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So they ended up strangling her. And that's actually pretty common because kids are loud and no kid wants to be S8,
Well, that's
so
what
they're loud.
happened.
Yeah, they're very loud, they're fidgety, they and what the men, I don't know if they just don't know their own strength or what, but that is so common to happen to a child while they're getting SA. Like they try to strangle them or close up their throat and stuff, and they end up killing them all the time. So I just want to say, yeah, check that out. I didn't really want to post it just for everybody to see because I ain't trying to ruin nobody's day or trigger anybody.
Right.
But no, definitely. And if you want, I'll talk to you about it because this was triggering for me, but not in the sense of like, oh, I'm just triggered. But because of what I remember from when I was a child. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, that sounds similar to this story. That long time ago, but this little girl, her I told this story before, but you might want to look this up. This some old Omaha crime scenes. But it was a little girl, she was like probably 7 or 8, and she used to spend the night with her godmother. And her godmother was like an auntie to my close friends that I grew up with and went to church with. But anyway, the godmother was married to this man, and they lived in the projects, a set of projects here back in the day. And the little girl spent the night, and the husband, he wanted the little girl to sleep in the bed with him, which the godmom said wasn't like, different or, odd, because the little girl didn't like sleeping in her own room when she was spending the night anyway. But this particular time, he was like begging her to do something with the little girl. And the wife was like, no, are you crazy? That's my goddaughter. They was arguing back and forth. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then she was like, you know what? She just got mad. She stormed off. But 7, why she leave the girl there?
Oh my God. Why do they do that? Why do they do that? Why is that not the biggest red flag?
The biggest red flag. She stormed off and left the little girl in the house because she was upset with her man because he wanted to have whatever with the little girl. So she left. And when she came back, the little girl was no longer there. She was there, but she wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had did the same thing that just happened to this little girl. He strangled her while he was trying to do things to her. And when I tell you, he arred her in every way he could,
Oh my God.
Every way. The S way, the mouth
way.
I
know.
Okay. So to this little girl who was like 7 or 8. And then she was screaming. He couldn't stop her from screaming. So he strangled her with a pillow. And so when she got there, she walked up there. He was hysterical. And she was like, what's wrong? What's going on? And she went to the room and saw her. And she was like, oh my God. And she didn't know what to do. This is what she claims. Now, me, I would have tried to unalive his butt. But, she helped him cover it up. And they took her and dumped her in some dumpsters behind the projects. And then the next morning, they call her mama and say she ran away. Now, this is the godmother.
Wait a minute.
Best friend. She called her best friend and told her that her daughter ran away. And then, of course, police ended up finding her. But yeah, they both went to prison for a long time, both of them.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I don't think she left. I think that's the story she told the cops.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she left at all.
She probably didn't. But the
She probably, I don't
bullshit,
know if she got drunk or what, but she was still in that house. See, one thing about it, because the reason I know is because my mom, something like that happened similar in my house. Okay. When I was just a kid, you
yeah,
don't know any of this stuff. You start figuring stuff out as you get older. And
right.
then you realize what happened, what was transpiring. And it's like shocking all over again. And do you know, until this day, even when she had her parole hearing, she was talking about my mom, right? My foster mom. She was talking about, oh, she was just doing too much. And, I was mad. So I threw her up against the wall. That's how she killed her. I was like, I cannot believe after all these years, she is still lying.
Mm-hmm.
She is still lying. I literally saw everything that night. Everything. And I said, I cannot believe that.
Some people will take stuff to their grave before confessing and telling the truth.
You feel me? So that's how I know that lady that you just spoke of, she didn't leave. She was probably maybe she may have even watched.
And you know what? I never thought about that if she stayed, because the story has always been this happened like in the 80s, girl, like early 90s. So I
Because
always
why would you storm? Why? Listen to me. Why would you express this much concern for not wanting the little girl to be in the bed with your man, and
and
then
then
turn
leave
around
it.
and leave her? That
I
don't
could
even make
never.
sense.
Not even a stranger's child, not my child. Oh, you leave. But see, there's these women, I don't know what it is, but it's something about a lot of women back in the day, Seven. We can go so far back, but they was just, I don't know, it was like they men could do no wrong. They can't live without their men. They gotta have their men. They rather be miserable than, how you say I could do bad by myself. That was not really like the thing way back in the day. Women were
Yeah,
so independent, so dependent on men and being in a damn relationship, and
yeah.
they let a lot of things just child.
And that's why I say, like, and I'm not putting anything on anybody, but when I see certain behaviors on here, like just Krista, for example, I was like, look, and I'm just using her as an example. I wouldn't be surprised if a child got violated in front of her and she didn't say nothing. That's how her shit. You see what I'm saying? That's what she gives.
She's
Like it's
very.
all about the man. You know what I mean?
I've never met anyone quite like her. And that's why I always thought, and I know you heard me say it before, Seven, I always thought it was always a play. Everything was a play, even her liking him. Because I just couldn't believe that an older woman of that age could act like this on a public platform with
But
this young man.
there are a lot of women like that. Like case in point, my ex who put his wife was like that. You feel me? I'm sitting up here, I'm telling you 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. This is what happened. This is what's currently happened. And this is what's going to happen. Oh, she's hitting. I mean, let me tell you something. And people still don't believe me. I said, do you know how many troll accounts this woman hit me up from? This woman hit me up from like, and I'm just blocking them left and right, left and right. This woman has like over 200 emails. Okay.
What?
She's just, I'm telling you, the amount of troll accounts this woman was hitting me. Do you know once the whole, like all that, after the restraining order and all that, I said, once all that ended, I didn't hear anything anymore. I said, it was her. It was
There
her,
are
and it
some
was
women
probably
who do
him.
that. Hey, I mean, it's wild because
But
sometimes.
but, but listen. The whole leave us alone. But she's like completely fucking obsessed with me. You're in my sector. Okay. You're bothering me. That's what Sean Bradley was saying. Like, wait a minute, she ain't over there stalking you. You're over here stalking her. That was a real fucking thing. And then they went up to the goddamn courts and lied and said that I was in a video stating that I was going to shoot them and that I made a sound, bow, 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 and that I was going to shoot them. This is the lie that they told the judge. I've never made a video like that. I've never
like a situation similar where it was the woman who was, I don't want to say she drug him down there to do this or whatever, but I've seen it happen before where it's the woman who pressures the guy into making sure you do something, you know, because of the fact that you was with such and such on the side. And sometimes they do make a whole bunch of Facebook pages, emails, IGs to try to either befriend the other woman to make sure you're not still with them or just to spy on her or something like that. So I'm not surprised at all that she had a lot of accounts.
She had a lot of that. She was also a pathological liar. That's number one. Pathological liar, a lot of accounts. Okay. I think she was just crazy. Like to this day, that's the craziest person I've ever met. But the point I'm trying to make is she was like, what? She's probably like 55, 56 now. Okay. At the time, she was like, what, 53? The point I'm trying to make is women of that age, like Krista in that demographic, like in the, 50, 55 and up. Are those Gen X women?
I think so.
Okay.
But it's around that age, I can't be that. I don't know. I just can't be that desperate. I don't care. It's certain things that I let go of in my 30s, early 40s. A man can't do this. I will not accept this. But 50s and 60s, and you still acting like that, that's crazy to me. That's why
that is very crazy. That is very crazy.
Crying and why? Oh, girl.
But did you wait a minute? You read the note that she left.
Yeah.
You allowed a man to live up in your house, disrespect your daughter, let that motherfucker catch on fire, quit his job 2 weeks before rent was due. You up here talking about I had to Uber 17 hours a day. You can't even Uber 17 no goddamn hours a day. That's what I'm saying. That those are the lies that this bitch would tell. You can't even Uber 17 hours a day. They cut you off so that you can get at least 10 or 8 hours of sleep. The app will shut off on you.
Right. I never Ubered, but I used to DoorDash. Back in the day, I used to DoorDash, but I would never do it that many hours.
I had to do all this Ubering, but do I believe he did quit his job too? I sure do. Because that's why he married you.
Because she making all the big bucks. Ain't she like a real estate investor or something?
No, she got her money. Let me see. I want to be very careful here. We'll talk.
Oh yeah, be careful. Yeah, I forgot. Never mind.
Yeah, we'll talk because I could be talking about anybody right now. Okay.
Yeah.
But all that I will say is everything that glitters ain't gold. Okay. Absolutely. I mean, how are you this successful person and you can't even spell? You can't even spell entrepreneur. You got run-on sentences and shit. You can't even, how you drafting up contracts and whatnot, and you can't even do simple grammar. What's going on?
Probably got an assistant.
I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Okay, Grammarly. Okay, so I don't believe any of that stuff. You can't sit up here and tell me, oh, she got all this money and y'all motherfuckers is living y'all leasing an apartment. Where's the money? Y'all leasing an apartment. What's going on? Child. Okay, so that's why I kept trying to tell people like y'all got it twisted. But you have people out here saying, "Oh, she's a liar," and I'm not gonna say no names because you cool with these people, and I'm not gonna disrespect you like that. But oh, she's doing this, she's doing that. You don't know what I know. Understand that. You can sit up here and you can try to shift and put a narrative out about me. It's not gonna work because you're not on the inside where you want to be. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm gonna drop that.
Please put that link on your community.
No, go over there. Yeah, go over there now and get it because I'm gonna take it off.
I'm just like, oh my God, that just Oh, those type of people that those type of people make you want to do something to them. You know what I'm saying? To the
Hey,
mama,
but you
it's
said that
like
was in Omaha where that happened?
yes. And a matter of fact, let me tell you this: the man who did it, that was my cousin's dad.
No, no, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Oh my God.
Yep. When this happened, I think me and my cousin, we were like maybe 18. That it was a while ago. It was a while ago. So, she was grown and everything. Then he went to prison for life. He ended up dying in prison. He ended up getting
He
cancer
should.
and he died in prison. Her ass ended up getting 7, 8 years. He got life. But we was like, why did she? Because she always said she wasn't in the house. And I'm like, but I thought she should have got more time because she left the girl after the man told her what he wanted to do. And she left her in the house.
But
Like,
I think she may have struck a plea deal where she agreed to testify against him. So
yeah.
it's kind of like her word against his, especially if he
And
didn't
that's what
testify.
happened. She did testify.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Yep, that's what
Yeah,
ended up.
because he's not gonna tell on himself and talk about how he had this good old time doing what he did to that little girl. He's not gonna do that. He's already scared for his life, as he should be. So yeah, I think she was there. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think she was there the whole time.
Yeah. And you know what? Like I said, I never thought about that. That never crossed my mind at all. That she lied about being there. I always I don't know, I just always believed that she just left him there. Left him there.
Yeah, yeah. That's horrible. That is so
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, it sure was. And when my cousin found out that she did like disown her dad and everything, but then like I remember years later after we got older, she finally wrote him a letter because she found out he was dying and she wrote him a letter and she was like, you know what? For me to have peace, I forgive you. God will deal with you in heaven, whatever, whatever, whatever. And then he died like shortly after. And she was like,
And
I
that
believe
is, let me tell you something. That is that black church mentality.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because my mama, and let me tell you something, love my mama. I was in love with my mama. Everything she used to do for me, I was her sidekick. Everywhere she was, I went. They said I even looked like her. Okay. I loved my mama. But as I grew up and I realized what she did, I could never talk to that woman again.
I get it. I understand.
You know what I mean? It ain't no, oh, I forgive you. And hell no. Let me tell you something. I was watching some show on Netflix called I Am a Killer. You seen that?
Yep, I saw that. Yep.
Did you see the one episode where the dude ended up it was a black guy. He ended up getting stabbed in the neck by the racist dude, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
racist dude kept saying, well, he rubbed his genitals up across a white woman's behind. So I did what I had to do. So the mama she's separate. She's in a house or somewhere. And she's talking about, well, I do ministry and I do it 5 days a week. And, I practice uh forgiveness and all of that. And I can honestly say that I do forgive him. I do not want the death penalty for him. Do you know clear across yonder, they doing an interview on Old Boy, and he said, let me tell you something, if I could do it, I'd do it again. And they said, well, are you a racist? Yeah. They said, are you a racist? Yeah, I'm a racist. Sure am. Okay. Let me tell you something. There is a reason. I keep saying this. There is a reason why them white people gave the niggas Christianity and brought preachers in to preach to the slaves during slavery. Okay. That Nat Turner, like that was a real thing. These people getting brought in, they learn how to read, they're getting brought in to preach to the slaves. There's a reason they gave y'all Christianity. So y'all sit up there with this whole black church mentality, like, this whole mammyism and stuff. I gotta protect everybody. No, you don't. You have every right. It's called self-preservation. Okay. But no, black women in a whole, it's not that they want to, they've just been taught. And they've been so conditioned to be everybody's savior, everybody's workhorse, everybody's mule. Okay. You got to do all this stuff for everybody. And then what do? They place you at the bottom of humanity, the very bottom.
Mm.
You're not the most beautiful. You're not the most attractive. You go look up the most beautiful woman in the world right now and see what pops up. It ain't you. It ain't me. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Talking about we're not exotic. There's nothing more exotic than a black woman in goddamn America. I mean, how you think all these goddamn mixed breeds get made?
That's true. That's why they always wanted us back in the day, because they thought we were exotic. Mm-hmm.
That's just crazy to me. But see, that's what I'm saying. They put us at the very bottom, but they expect the most from us.
Mm-mm-mm.
See, I'm having a drunk moment.
The most unprotected person on
the
earth.
most unprotected. These are facts.
Yeah.
These are facts. So yeah, I get real offended by certain things, like even like actors and stuff, like, they allow like, the black women to prop them up and put them on a pedestal, and then it's like you gonna pop out with a
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
a cracker. No.
You know what? Or the ones who have a good one, but then as soon as they get on the up and up, they drop them for the next. You know how it goes.
Like Kanye West. Didn't he have a good black girl? Beautiful too. Very beautiful.
They always do. Then they get caught up in some bullshit.
And then they want to come back.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's wild. That's very wild to me. But people be having their types and stuff. I just it is what it is.
People have a type, so I can't really say. I'm not saying it's wrong or nothing like that, but I mean, I have a god sister, and that's all she dates. She like, fuck these niggas. Shoot, I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, that's what she like, and she's always been like that. So I'm like, hey.
No, I've always really like lighter skin men, but that's because I feel like they like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like when we were younger. Like I remember when I was like 12, that's when like a lot of black men largely dated black women. Mm-hmm. Now it is not the case. Everybody's looking for something that ain't black. The dark skinned ones at the very least, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it's like the light skinned men or like the non-black men, they're the ones who actually show like black women the most love.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That is very true. Well, I've never went outside of that. I don't know. I never found anybody who made me look the other direction. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I always said if it has to be white boy, he gonna look like Chad. I mean, you know what I'm saying, like Tatum, or he just gotta be like, I don't know. He gotta have a little
what do you mean? Who's Tatum?
A little swag in him, a little,
Who's Tatum?
Channing Tatum, the white boy.
Oh, Channing. Oh, you like him?
No, I'm saying if I was a date a white, that's what I'm saying. He gotta be like, he gotta have some swag. He gotta be, you know what I'm saying? He can't be just some white boy. This guy.
Oh no, like Channing Tatum to me is just like the modern day Wigger. You know what I mean? He's such a modern day Wigger.
Oh,
like it's like, okay, they took the cornrows out and they stopped wearing all the baggy clothes, and they got that one little that one little sleeve rolled up on their leg and shit. They stopped doing that. Now they got fades and beards and shit.
He's like, I'm just saying, like, I mean, I don't know. I just
okay, no, it's cool. That's what you like. I'm just,
And that's just, and I'm not, like I said, I've never been really even attracted to say, oh my God, he's so fine. What's up? I just never ran across anybody who just struck me as that. It's all, I like them normally really dark. I can go for a few that are not so dark, but I've always been attracted to really dark men. Oh,
you know who kind of does it for me? I like Leonardo DiCaprio.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's like not just a straight up. I don't want to be offensive,
But I like the fact that he just seems so mysterious to me. You know what I mean? Like, I love that. Yeah, he's like mysterious. Or like that Tom Hardy guy. He's cute too to me.
It's just
Yeah.
something about those type of white guys, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to be offensive and be like, oh, just I don't want no straight up white boy. Just some, round. Just I don't know
But let me tell you who got everybody in a chokehold.
who.
That Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa
Oh,
got everybody in the chokehold. I don't know not one person who would turn down a Jason
he
Momoa.
is. Oh my God, that
How tall is
hair.
he? Is he like 6'5"? Jason Momoa is a big dude. Let me see.
He hurt somebody, child. Mm-mm.
Yeah, he fine.
I
Jason
always thought
Momoa
he
is
was sexy. Always, always. Mm-mm.
Momoa. There we go. Let me see. He is okay. He's 45, still fine.
Mm-hmm,
How
mm-hmm.
tall is he?
He's aging very nicely.
He's 6'4". Yeah, he's 6'4".
Yes, 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 yes.
He looks like he has solid 225 pounds.
Mhm. And he's what do you call it? Hawaiian. He's Hawaiian, right? From Hawaii.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's Hawaiian.
Hmm, hmm.
Let me see. No, it doesn't say right here, but yeah, he's definitely Hawaiian. He's like a Samoan mix, you
Yeah.
know.
Yes. And that's it. Yep.
But you can tell he has black ancestry. I don't care what nobody says. Like there's a Negro somewhere up in his ancestry.
Hmm.
Period. Because he just look a certain type. But when he was younger, he was fine too. Like I don't think Jason Momoa ever had an ugly period. Like
Even
he was.
when you see the picture when he had the dreads,
I've seen that.
he used to have dreads.
No, but I'm talking about Jason Momoa when he was like young, like back in his Baywatch days. Let me see.
Oh, he
Baby.
did used to be in
And he
Baywatch.
had the short hair.
Oh
Yes. And
my
he was
God.
fine back then too, but he
Yeah,
was like
he had
tall and
dreads.
slim.
I think he was on a TV show. Was he in a movie when he had dreads?
Yeah, he was in some movie with well, actually he had them dreads for a minute.
I don't know. He really looks like he got some black in him when he had some dreads in his head. I was like, child.
Let
But
me
you
see.
know how it is. Everybody got some black in them. The whitest of
Yeah,
the whitest person could probably have some black in them. See the way they used to run up all up and through our asses back
I
in the
know.
day, from country to country.
Oh, when he had the dreads, you're talking about North Shore.
I don't remember, but he had some dreads in his hair, and he really looked
Yeah.
like he was like a light skinned brother.
A brother, yeah. No.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm looking at the picture right now. I'm like, he
Yeah,
do look black.
yeah. I'm saying I remember him with some dreads. I didn't know if it was a movie or if that was really something he wore, but yeah, he looked good in them dreads.
Jason Momoa. But you know what? I think this Aaron Pierre dude, they finna set him up to be like, the next big action star. You watch. He's gonna get all the roles. He's gonna be the next Rock. He's gonna be the next Jason Momoa, Idris Elba, because all them dudes are starting to age out. I mean, even look at Jason Momoa. This dude is 45.
Yeah,
The
he's
Rock
40.
is old.
And I used to love The Rock. I still like The Rock, but I really used to love The Rock. I was like, can you
Idris
tell what The
Elba.
Rock is?
They said Idris Elba is 52 years old and he didn't got married, so he off the market. Ain't nobody really checking for him anymore. Okay, let me see The Rock. I think The Rock is in his 50s too.
He got to be or close.
Yeah, he's 52. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so this new dude, they're ushering in a new, I'm telling you, this Aaron Pierre, he about to be the next big thing. I am telling you, this boy is only 30 years old. Can you believe that?
And it's the eyes.
It's
I don't know. It's we see. I used to have when I was younger, before I was really attracted to all the dark skinned men. I had a little thing for light skin and the ones with the eyes. Like, okay, what's that guy? The one from Barbershop that nobody likes. I'm the only one who likes him.
from
Remember the one
Barbara?
from Barbershop? The Barbershop with the Barbershop, the movie. The
Yeah,
lights.
give me a second. Hold on.
The fuck is his name? Oh,
You're
I
not
don't.
talking about, oh, Michael Ealy. That's who you're talking
Yes,
about.
Michael Ealy.
Yeah.
Nobody likes him. I was like the only one who liked him, and I was like, I don't know, it's something about the eyes. Something about the eyes.
I didn't like him either, though. Do you know that? Like I didn't like, and that's how I know I like Aaron Pierre, and it's genuine because when it came to Michael Ealy, I didn't like him. The only light skinned person that I can say I've liked recently was the Tyler LaPlay. LaPlay, the dude from Harlem, and he's also in P Valley too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he went and knocked up Miracle Watts, so he off the market. So he getting married, I think. So
well, that's the one that played in the Tyler Perry show, The Have and the Have Nots, right? Or are you talking about yeah, Tyler, the one he played in The Have and the Have Nots. Remember his name was Benny? You probably didn't watch it, but it was seasons of the haves and the haves. It was one of those corny Tyler Perry,
I can't do too much Tyler Perry. Oh, he was in The Have and Have Not.
Yes. That was
Benny.
Uh-huh. Yep. I used to love him in that show.
But y'all don't understand. Aaron Pierre is about to be the next big thing. Let me tell you something. His voice alone is gonna get him paid. Because he got that deep voice. He gonna be on. It's gonna be like Morgan Freeman, okay? Like how they would get Morgan Freeman to narrate everything. That's how this boy Aaron Pierre is gonna be.
And he's still in his 30s, right?
He's only 30.
Okay. Oh yeah, he got a lot of time
For the next 20 years. But see, I suspect that he's gay. Like for real.
You think so?
I know so. I'm not. Listen. I know so.
That would break a lot of females' hearts.
Not me, because at least I know. See, unless he gets like a little PR relationship, but imagine a dude being so goddamn fine that you're actually relieved that he's gonna be gay, so that he ain't with any of these other bitches. Because don't you treat nobody better than me. I'm your number one fan. It's on that type.
Well, a lot of them, like in the past, a lot of them kept that secret until damn near they were in retirement. Then you find out, oh, they've been gay all this time. But I think the way things are today, more people are so open. If he is, we might find out soon.
Well, let me just say this. I don't think we'll find out soon. I'm pretty sure anybody who's going to be dealing with him is going to be signing an ironclad there you go, NDA. Because like I said, they're setting this boy up right now to be the next big action star. I bet my bottom dollar is on it. Okay. So he got a whole new team. They done already cleaned up all the stuff about him on the internet. That's number one. So they're going to have to sign NDAs. They break the NDA. They come out. They're suing this dude. I personally believe he is gay. First of all, he's 30 years old. We don't know nothing about him having no kids. He ain't married. He ain't got a girlfriend. He don't have no extensive dating history. Even now, he is blowing up. He ain't following no women on Instagram. He ain't doing none of that. This is what men do when they like you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They want all the women. They want the pretty girls, the exoticals. No, he's not doing any of that. So I'm like, This man likes men, but he's so poised, right? He's so he's very well spoken English. First of all, I think that's where my husband's gonna be, not just because of him, but I'm telling you, I've always digged that English accent. Like isn't it?
It's
like
very that's why I used to like Idris.
Yeah, because with the Englishmen, like the way they're evolving right now is like they're English, but a lot of them be thugs low key, but they be that way like in a turtleneck and a blazer or like, a suit, a full on suit, but they be whooping ass low key. I love it. Oh my God, it makes it crazy. But yeah, so they're going to set this boy up to be the next big action star. He's already going to be in Lanterns. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. So he's going to play Jon Stewart, the first ever Black Lantern. There was so much controversy about him playing that character online. They was like, no, hold on, I got to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay. So there was so much controversy, right? They're like, oh no, y'all can't That's an Aaron Pierre. He's a light-skinned actor. And I was like, bruh. So people were tripping because they said Jon Stewart is a dark-skinned actor, or he's a dark-skinned character, and he should be portrayed by a dark-skinned actor. But the people, women, are like, absolutely not. We saw Rebel Ridge. We like the way he look. We like the way he sound, and he is going to give every bit of sound. Jon Stewart. Black women got him that role. I'm just gonna tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So now, and then that's going to be on. So his contract is for the series, because it's going to be a series on HBO, right? Max. But it's also going to be for the movies. This boy about to get the movie money too. He is officially in the DCU now. I'm thinking he might even show up to Comic-Con, and if he do, I'm going to be there.
Oh,
in
that
San
is
Diego?
down there that way, huh?
Yes, it is. I am so excited. Like,
Y'all got everything out there.
but listen, do you understand? I'm not a fan of nobody. The only person that I'm really a fan of is like Martha Stewart. I like Cat Williams.
Oh, I like Martha Stewart. I watched that show, that documentary on her.
Oh yeah, on Netflix, right?
She was. I was like, she was doing. I don't even remember Martha. You know, I guess I was too young. But I'm like, she did all that shit back in the day.
Bruh, do you know how much money this bitch Martha Stewart had? And I'm talking like in the 90s, bruh. I think she was worth like damn near $1 billion in the goddamn 90s.
Hell back then, and I was like, I didn't even know.
She was so quiet about her money, though. You know what I mean? Like, she wasn't overly extravagant about it. Like, she didn't do like these pretentious things, like have all these dinner parties. Like, she didn't do none of that. She made her money. She got with a couple of guys, realized it didn't work. What was tripping me out was how what was that? Was that David Letterman? Who? No, it wasn't David Letterman. It was, oh my God, who's that talk show host from the past? And he's always sitting down. And he has kind of like that oh damn, he kind of looked like Jack Nicholson a little bit, but no. You know who I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about. I just can't think of the name.
Okay, me neither. Okay, anyway. No, it's Larry something. Is it Larry? Hold on, talk show host.
Larry.
Show host.
Larry don't sound familiar.
David Larry. Is it David?
You talking about Letterman?
It's David not Letterman. No. Larry. Wait a minute. Oh my God. This is him. Larry King. That's his name. Larry King.
Oh, okay. I remember.
Okay. I'm sorry. I had to figure that out. It was going to kill me. Okay. Remember when Larry King was interviewing her and he was tripping off of how she didn't have a husband, and she was, and they was kind of getting into it a little bit. Did you see that? And he was like, so aren't you looking for love? Aren't you doing this? Aren't you doing that? And she sitting up here looking at him like, motherfucker, look, I didn't accomplish this, that, and the third, and the only thing you're concerned about is me having a dick in my mouth? Like, what the fuck?
Everything. Yeah, she didn't have a love life.
But who need? Let me tell you something. When you got money like that, who needs a love life?
True.
Your love life is flying to goddamn Costa Rica or Brazil with a little weekend thing, and then you come back. And you see what I'm saying? Like, when you got that level of money and you a woman, and you not trying to follow the norms, you're not trying to be like a Beyonce. Like, oh my God, Beyonce's so scared to leave that man. But they were real life power couple. You know what I mean?
Right.
And when I say power couple, I mean like a true definition. He got his own, she got her own. They came together and they're a power couple. When they say stuff like, oh, Michelle Obama and Barack are a power couple, no, because let me tell you something. If if Michelle was married to anybody else or even Barack Obama, we would still know who Barack Obama was. We wouldn't give a shit who Michelle Obama was with. Okay. So that's not a power couple, in my opinion. Okay. Power is power. Okay. Matter of fact, if you get anything weak into the power, it pushes the weakness out. Power attracts power. That's how that works. Okay. So look, we could talk about this all night. To be honest with you, we really could. But I'm just saying, like, Martha Stewart. When I tell you, I'm a real life fan of hers. Like, I buy all her books. You know what I mean? Like, I love me Martha Stewart. Dr. Seeley. I like Dr. Seeley. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is I'm not really a fan of people like that. Maybe I can count on one hand how many people I'm actually a fan of, but I'm like a real fan of this Aaron Pierre guy now, and I'm excited, you know?
I am too. I'm excited of which direction he's going to go in his career too, because he is cute. He is very attractive. He's very talented. And yeah, I think he's going to do well.
So look, we was on Instagram talking shit, right? So they was like, they saw the picture of him, Aaron Pierre, and Idris Elba together. So they was like, oh, we need to have a little Men in Black situation. Oh, I was like, first of all, no, we don't. Baby, look, do I need to write this script out for you? No, we need an original script. So here's the thing. We got Idris Elba. He's the father. He's former CIA, ex-CIA. We got Aaron Pierre. He's the son. He's currently in Black military ops. Okay, he's in Black ops right now. And then we got the light-skinned mama, which could be played by like what, Nicole Ari or somebody. Yeah, Nicole Ari. She could be the light-skinned mama. And then, you know, Nicole gets kidnapped one day and they trying to narrow down who did it. And then, you know, they come and try to do a hit on Aaron Pierre and his father. Okay. And then they realize it might be the Jamaicans or the Haitians or the cartel or something. But anyway, they trying to get Aaron Pierre's light-skinned mama back, aka Nicole. So baby, I need extreme violence. I need car chases. I need it all. I need them jumping out of airplanes with parachutes and all of that. I need it to be like Fast and Furious mixed with like Taken or something. Do you know how many people like that post? Like 2,000 people like that damn post.
Girl, you know what? If they could get into a movie together like that, I'll be there.
I want to navigate this nigga's whole fucking career. Like, I'm crazy like that. Like, I want to see him in something like that. That's a big action movie. I want to see him in a horror movie, but it can't just be any horror movie. Like, really, Jordan Peele needs to like direct that shit. You know what I mean?
And please let him survive through the end.
Who, Aaron?
Yes. One of those Black people who you really like, and like 15 minutes into the show they did.
I know, but I want to see him survive to the end, but I want him to be like possessed by like a demon or something, and we just don't know until like the very end, and we're like, oh no, Aaron's a demon now, you know, that type of shit.
I was gonna tell you too, just in case you wanted to look up the case. It was if you look up State versus Carter, 1998.
Okay. And
the man's name was Asa, A-S-A, last name Carter, C-A-R-T-E-R. That was the husband.
No, I legit want to fuck. But see, my thing is, because I don't feel like men are just evil. You know what I mean? But I think they get put in certain situations where things can happen. And I think, I think their lower selves take over. You know what I mean?
That I understand what you're saying. Just like with all the stories with all the men who get caught up with younger girls. a lot of them be like, well, the girl should have been at home. Where's the mama? Where the people are like, well, the man is grown. He's the adult. He should have known. And, you know, a lot of people be like, well, men, they're not that strong and their urges and da 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 da. But still, you got to be like, okay, but you have to be the mature.
You have to know that it's wrong.
Right.
But see, a lot of these people don't think they can get caught. I mean, what's one of the things they always say about a lot of these men? Oh, everybody like them.
Yep.
Like they can't even believe they would do something like that because they put on this face for the whole world to see. And those are the people I always suspect or something. Like if you coming around and you all cheerful and hey, what's up? I automatically think you got two teenage boys chained up in your goddamn basement somewhere.
Exactly. And that's just like this case. I was really young when it happened. So, you know, I was nowhere like into the news and things like that, storylines as I am now as a content creator. But back then I was just a child. But when I look back in hindsight, I'll be thinking if he was willing to do that to his own like goddaughter, like he probably did mess with other kids. I can't help thinking that when it comes to
Yeah.
that. Like you got the balls to tell your woman, I want to mess with your goddaughter. And it was like an ultimatum type of thing. Like, you want me to stay with you? You know,
And that's why I think, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to just cut you off like
oh
that.
no, you're fine, you're fine.
That's why I think she was still in that house because it was an ultimatum thing. Like, man, I ain't got to be here. I ain't got to be here. I do this for you. I do that for you. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And, like, he probably don't do nothing. She probably take care of everything. You see what I'm saying? Women like that are weak. They are so weak and it's so disgusting to me. It's so, but see, she ain't the only one. Let me, excuse me. I'm thankful that I didn't have kids early on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just grateful for that because I could have been in a situation like that. I could have been in a situation where it was like, hey, I need to go to work. Can you watch my kid? Oh, yeah. Mommy's boyfriend just, violated my kid now. You know what I
Oh
mean?
no. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And
And
I'm
girl,
just, yeah.
listen. I'm looking at the thing, and which I've seen several times before, but just listen to this paragraph. It says that at approximately 4:15 a.m., Carter came into the bedroom and got in bed with Gwelder. That's the godmother, which is my friend's. Matter of fact, that was her sister. I'm lying. That was her sister.
Yeah.
But they were spread apart by years, so I always thought that was her aunt, but it was her sister. But she said the victim was asleep at the foot of the bed. Carter appeared to have been drinking alcohol, and he soon became aroused. He indicated to Gwelder that he wanted to have sex with her, and then stated that he wanted to have sex with both of them, the victim too. And he told Gwelder that if she loved him or cared anything about him, she would let him have sex relations with the victim.
Oh
Upon
my
hearing
God.
this, Gwelder panicked and left the apartment, leaving Carter and the victim alone in the bedroom.
Now, why would she do that? He already, see, I didn't know all of that.
Girl, I'm telling you, this
he all
story,
he
like,
already he already expressed that he wanted to have sex with that little girl. See, before the way you was saying it, you was like they was getting into it because he wanted the little girl just in the bed with him. If
no,
he already
he was already in the bed and he got aroused and he was like, I want to have the girl was laying at the end of the bed and she left him with that little girl.
I don't mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yep.
No. And then so because here's the thing, if you left and you came back and that little girl was dead or DEAD, excuse me,
And
why
that's what
wouldn't why wouldn't you leave and call the police? Why wouldn't you do that? Because that's what you're
because
supposed to
she
do.
felt like I think what happened was, and I'll let you check it out because I don't want to read the whole story on here. But I think he kind of she claimed she was scared because it was an unalive person in the bed. He was drunk, and she claimed she was scared, and so she helped him get her to the dumpster, and then called the mother and said she ran away or she left. And the girl was
Mm-mm.
only like 7 years old, and it was like 4 or 5 in the morning. Like, whose 7-year-old is gonna walk home or leave the house at 7? That early in the morning. Like, mm-mm-mm. But yeah, her ass would have been, ooh, if that would have been my homegirl, child, I
Yeah.
would have been in jail. I would have straight been locked the fuck up.
No, but that's what
For
I'm trying
real.
to tell you. That's how I know that woman is lying. Because my mom lied like that. Like I told you, she's still lying to this day. But I know what happened. And everything she did was very deliberate. Very deliberate.
Hmm.
And that
Yeah.
shit just pissed me off. That shit, because I'm over the whole like being sad about it. That's what I went to therapy for. You know what I mean? Like all those years. Now, like when I hear about that or anything like that happening, I get so enraged.
Same here, just like the situation that's going on in Detroit.
What's that?
Just the same situation with that guy who got the girl pregnant, the 13, 14-year old, and her body
Oh,
she been missing for the last year. You know, the one that Demetra and a lot of people is covering the case right now.
hmm.
Yeah, Naziah. Hmm.
There's another story like that too. You know that, right?
Oh yeah.
It's like almost identical. The dude was like some sort of half breed. Everybody liked him. He worked at an auto shop,
Hmm.
auto something. He was sleeping with the little girl, but they said she had another experience prior with like an 18-year-old, right? He was sleeping with her, and then she leaves school, and all the evidence they collected, they they couldn't. First of all, they couldn't find her body. That's number one.
Hmm.
They're saying he threw her in the trash can. So they went and contacted the landfill where they took the trash to. So I don't know why the cop made this such an issue. I think he's doing it to be like, oh, so we did spend all this money looking for a little black girl. Okay. But he was like, we spent $1.3 million searching for that little girl in the landfill and we could never find her. He
Mm-mm-mm.
shot that girl like close range, like in the heart, killed her, and disposed of her body. They never found her, but he ended up going to jail for it.
Mm-mm. It's these stories. It's a lot of them that are very similar, and they happen over and over and over and over again. And that's why I always say I don't know what's wrong with people mentally that they can be that sick in the head. To I mean, I just can't. I can't imagine that. I used to be so protective of my kids because I didn't seen it happen in the family. Shit. I know, like
Um,
I used to say, I said on here before that almost every person that I know, as far as a female in my life, my circle, friends, even coworkers, have been touched or know somebody who's been touched in their
yeah.
family by a family member. So when
No,
I
this
had my boys, I was so protective over them. I'm like, you ain't going over there. You ain't going over there. You ain't. Well, mama, where can we go? Like,
no, these are facts though, and it's usually by a relative.
yep, yep.
You know, I never told this story before, but when I was a kid and I was actually living with my mom, we went to like visit our cousins or something, right? And I remember my cousin came in the room, and this dude, I think I was like 5 at the time. He must have been like 8 years old. So he was like, "It's dick time, it's dick time." And I was like, "What's that?" And he started rubbing on his genitals
What?
like he was gonna do something with me. And I looked at
Oh,
him and I said, "Nah, I'm not in the mood." And I walked out. But I was just like, ew. But now, like when I think about back on stuff like that, I'm like, that
and
stuff
it's probably a
really.
good thing you did that because somebody else that age would have been like, huh, what? What's that?
But see, there was family and stuff downstairs. So I was just like shocked, like how brazen he was. Like I don't
Mhm.
know what type of stuff he was like watching. But when I look back on it, I was like, that kid was like 8 years old.
Mm-mm-mm. And
My
that, you know
cousin.
what that usually means. You know what that means. That somebody probably done something
To
to
them.
that age. Hmm.
But let's talk about something that we don't talk about. Let's
Hmm.
talk about all the female predators that are out here too. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because William talked about when he didn't William say when he was like 6 years old, he was actually no, he was like 10, I think. I can't remember what age, but it was young. And he said he was messing around with his mama's best friend. Do you remember him saying that?
Hmm. Yes, and the thing about it with those women, the guys, it's like this. It's sometimes like an achievement for them when they're young and they can attract an older woman. They don't even look at it as it was a horrible thing or they were taken advantage of or so. That's why a lot of times you don't even find out about those things when it
Yeah,
comes
but those
to the
dudes
guys.
grow up and they turn out to be very angry men.
Yes, yes, that's
And I
true.
said, this is why he has the anger issues that he has.
Yeah,
Because he was violated as a child.
yeah, yeah.
And that's what they were saying about that Jamarcus dude. Or not Jamarcus, Jarvis, but
Jarvis Butts, yeah.
yeah, they said that a grown woman was sleeping with him when he was 12 years old, got pregnant by him, and was still living in the house with that woman.
Hmm.
So imagine that is, I'm sorry, that's traumatic.
Yep, and I
So
told that story about a week ago. Same
oh, you
similar
did?
story in my family. Yep, same similar story. A guy had got a lady pregnant. She wasn't like really old, but she was 18 and he was 12. And
Yeah,
he got her pregnant, but he didn't know because it was like a one night thing. And later down the line, she was trying to find out who her baby daddy was. She started going through all the people, nobody matched. And then she finally thought about him. She's like, no, no, he was just come to find out that was his baby. And the mother at the time was like, I should press charges, I should press charges. But then found out that the lady, she was dying of cancer. And so the
yeah,
reason why she was really looking for her baby's daddy was because she didn't want to leave a baby without a parent. And she died like probably 6 months after she found out who the baby daddy was. So yeah, that was, but the mother wanted to press charges, but she was like, shit, she dying. You know what? You know,
you you
it
still
is
press
what it is.
charges.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is with the driver situation, he could very well still be stuck at the age of 12 years old. And that's why
True.
he's attracted to girls that age. You see what I'm saying?
That's
Now,
true.
don't get me wrong, he's still a predator because he should know right from wrong.
Yep.
But that's why he likes those girls because he's still stuck at that age.
And he could also still be like one of those people who get touched around that age. They think like this happens all the time. Like some children do believe like this just happens all the time because it's ingrained in them when it's done. Like, okay, like when it's like guys with little girls. You know, this is how you ever hear the stories of the dads with the daughters? Oh, well, I have to get you prepared. This is what's going to happen. They do that a lot, like over in Africa, different places they do that. They break their daughters in and they figure, well, it's best for us to do it. That way when they get with their man, they don't have to suffer through the pain and all that kind. Have you ever heard of that?
Mm,
It's really sick.
that's
But
predatory. That
yeah,
is a nasty excuse.
exactly.
You want to sleep with a child, okay? You
Yep.
want to be the first one to do it.
Yep.
Like some guys are really like obsessed with like virginal women. That's another thing,
That's
you
it.
know?
That's it right there. That's why they usually mess with the little ones. And then once they get so old or they done whatever they want, they move on to another one.
To another
Once
one,
they
yeah.
grow, get bigger, even the boys, the guys who with the boys or okay, you didn't outgrown, time to find another little one. Like, remember the story, the real life story that it's a movie about it and everything. The little boy who was kidnapped and he would help the man get other little boys, and then finally he found a way to escape him and a little boy, and they escaped. I can't remember
No.
which is real story. I can't remember the name of the story or the movie, but it's true story. The boy was kidnapped. He was held for maybe 6, 7 years. And then the man finally wanted somebody new because he was getting older and he wanted another little boy and he helped kidnap him. And then one day when he had his chance, he basically carried him on his back for miles till they found help. Like it's true story. I gotta remember the name of the story. But
Oh, you know what? There's another true story, and I found it on Prime. My homeboy told me about it. And he was talking about this girl. It was a real life sex trafficking story, right? and I think the movie is called Eden. Yeah,
Eden.
Eden.
Uh,
And it's on Prime right now.
okay.
But pretty much, she met this guy at a bar. She wasn't supposed to be there. I think she was like 17. So
Mm-hmm.
she meets this guy at a bar, and she thinks he's cute. He's white. This girl's like Asian, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's driving her home, and he stops, and I think he makes a phone call or something, but somebody rolls up behind them, and then she gets snatched, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she is now in this like storage facility. Somebody bought out a whole storage facility, but they're keeping the girls there, and they're putting like ankle tags on them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're pretty, and these girls are like 12, 14. Like these are really young girls, right? They're shipping them off to Dubai to do like nasty things with people in Dubai. So they had like a whole facility of these like young girls. And the girl was pretty much talking about how she was about to be older. She was like, they didn't realize she was 17. They thought she was younger.
Mm-hmm.
So when they get too old, they kill them,
Oh,
right? Yeah,
mhm.
they up and they just kill him. So she got in good with the one of the guys who was like kind of running the place.
Mhm.
And you just gotta watch it. It's good.
Okay, I
I
got
think
this one screenshotted too. I screenshot this one too. Yeah.
yeah, it's called Eden. It is very good. And when you find out, like, it's a whole organization. So he made a comment to one girl because she was working the phones, and he had the other girl working them. And he was like, "You want me to ship you to Dubai so you can start effing on donkey dicks again?"
Wha-
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the stuff they do to those girls, that like this sex trafficking thing is very real. Okay.
Very real.
So
I believe it.
yeah, they get them girls, they drug them up, and they do what they do with them. Like, could you imagine, like, you have to service all these men all day every day, get picked, you got to do all of this, you don't get paid for nothing, you in a little facility where they feed you like lunchables and stuff.
Yeah, you
Okay.
barely eat, and they keep
Yeah,
you drugged up. They keep you high.
they drug you up, and then when you age up, they murder you like that. And all these girls are getting like snatched up.
Yeah, that's and see
They're
that's
just
why
walking
when you
home
think
from
about
school. Yeah, it's
over the
crazy.
years, all the kids, boys and girls, all the kids that got snatched up, never to be seen again, I really believe like a lot of them might even still be alive. Some
Yeah,
of them could have got, thrown away, but with the industry, the underground industry, some of them probably got so old to where, like you said, they don't need them anymore. They put them out on the street. They strung out on drugs, homeless. It's probably some of them that's still out there. I do believe that. And parents are still looking for them years and years later.
yeah. I was watching the documentary from like the real life girl, and she was like, one thing about them, when they get out of that lifestyle, they start gaining weight and all type of stuff. They're doing whatever they can to not be desirable to
Right.
anybody else anymore. 'Cause,
Not be
you know what I
attracted.
mean? So yeah, so she's up there talking. She was like, "You don't understand what I went through. Like, I literally saw a child get sodomized like right in front of me. Like, she
Wow.
was telling the interviewer that, no, I've seen some crazy stuff in my life. Okay, so yeah, it's crazy. But I'm about to go head to bed. I enjoyed talking to you though. This was a good little chit
Yeah, this
chat.
was a good show. Well, you're gonna have to maybe on Harlem next time we can watch Harlem. Maybe come to your channel or something, do a review over there. But
Well,
I
no,
love
you
this show,
you
and I
you
hate
do the
that
review.
last one.
Yeah, you do the review. I'm sorry that this turned into not Harlem stuff. Sorry
It's
about that, but
okay.
yeah, do the review. I'll come to your channel. I was like, where's the hood table? Like, I'm so used to Charlie being over here. Y'all be up here chopping it up, choreo. I'm like,
Girl,
where is
this is our
everybody?
see. A lot of people know this is my busy season with work from like October to like February, and we usually do 12-hour shifts. Like I literally sometimes when I come live, it's after a 12-hour shift. Like today, I even got to work 12 hours tomorrow and all
Yeah,
next week. So it's like this is our busy time,
yeah, this your money making season.
right?
Yeah,
Right. And it'll go through like February and March, and then we go back to like normal hours. So around this time, every year, I'm always here and there, here and there. But yep.
Well,
So
yeah, come back. I'm actually getting away from doing like beef sector content. It's just not interesting for me
it's
anymore. So
not. It's
I've been
not.
doing like a lot of pre-recorded videos and stuff. I really want to get back into editing, so I'm trying to figure that out. So I just got to educate myself on it, really.
Yeah, get back into that because I mean I still watch, but I don't even watch it that much. I'll be like, oh, they talking about that again. Next, let me find something else.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
but
But
it is
I'll tell
what
you
it is.
I'll tell you what is good to see.
Uh-huh.
Go over to Jay Wilson's channel. I think the last live he did, he cussed that Simon boy out.
I heard.
It
Hey,
was
the real
the
K Fit and Max. What's up, y'all?
Max Boogie. It was the funniest thing. It was the fun. Like, let me tell you something. He was like, "Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Hey, I'm Florida
Jay
Red.
Wilson.
Hey, let me see if I could play the voice note. Let me see if you can hear it, okay? Hold on. Hold on. I got a voice note. Tell me if you can hear this, okay?
Okay. Hey, the real K Fit. What up, Max Boogie Oogie Oogie? Oh Lord, Lord. Ooh, I heard Jay Wilson was over there cussing somebody out. Mm-mm. Jay Wilson be having people clutch their pearls. But yeah, we was just about to get out of here, you guys who's coming in now. We done been all over the
Wait,
map.
did you hear that?
Uh-uh.
Oh
Which video was it?
no. It was the last, just I think it was the last one. You know,
Hold
Jay
up.
Wilson
Let
do
me
like
see.
3 videos a day. It was one of the
Yes, I
ones from
know.
today. It was from
Okay,
early
and
this
why he
morning.
live right now, girl?
That Jay Wilson say, "I'm Florida Red. You know, I cut you, bitch." That's what he said.
Hold up. He's live now, so it got to be the one before that, right?
Probably, but yeah, check it out. All right, I'm out of
I
here.
am.
You have a
All
good
right,
night. All
boo.
right.
Okay, you
All
too.
right.
All right. All right, y'all. We out of here. Thanks to everyone that tuned in. Y'all know how we be sometime over here. We start on one topic and then be all over the map. But I do appreciate Seven for stopping up here. Well, jumping up here and discussing the TV show that we was reviewing, which was Harlem. Season 3 has started. They say this is the last season. I really hope it's not the last season, but they say this is the last season of Harlem on Prime TV on Amazon Prime. But yeah, so we discussed season 3, episode 1 and 2. And then after that, we start talking about different TV shows, different actors. Then we start talking about some of the hot cases that are being discussed right now nationwide, and including the one with oh God, what I just had her name at the top of my tongue. Is it Naisha, the little girl from Detroit? And then we started talking about some things that happened. Naziah. I said Naisha. Sorry, I didn't mean to mess up her name. But Naziah, put some respect on her name, Naziah Harris. But yeah, then I started talking about a case that happened here years ago, but yeah, we've been all over the place tonight. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll be back. The next episode is on the 30th of Harlem. Season 3, episode 3 comes on the 30th. So I'll probably do the review like maybe the day after or something like that to give people a chance to watch it. But other than that, you guys, please make sure you like and share the video if you haven't already. If you come in late to watch the replay gang, shout out to the replay gang. But please make sure you like the video as well. And if you want to donate to the commentary, it's $ the hood table 402 on Cash App. But other than that, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out.